Good evening, family and friends. So, I was reading my Bible and I was reading John chapter 6, and it just stopped me in my tracks because this is talking about Jesus feeding the 5,000. But in the beginning of the text, Jesus asks the disciples in John 6, verse 5, when Jesus looked up and saw a great crowd coming towards him, he said to Philip, where should we buy bread for these people to eat? Funny. The father is really hilarious. He asked this only to test him, for he already had in mind what he was going to do. And so I think about this, right? And I chuckled at it because I'm like, Lord, you are so funny. Like, duh, you're the bread of life. Duh, you have the answers. Duh, you can, feed, as he will show, the 5,000, with just a little bit of faith, what can happen. But what really kills me is that even though I chuckled at this and I thought about it, I said, well, Lord, that's us sometimes. We're like, oh my God, Lord, where are we going to get the money to pay our rent? Where are we going to get the money to put gas in our car? Where are we going to get the money to go grocery shopping? Where are we going to get the money to whatever, to pay our tithes, whatever it may be, right? Forgetting that God is everything. We need nothing because he has everything. And so I chuckle and I'm like, man, these people, like these disciples, walked with Jesus and still didn't think to say, like, well, because this is what Philip said. He says, this is what he said. Philip answered, it would take more than a half a year's wages to buy enough bread for each one to have a bite. Another of the disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish, but how far will they go among so many? So, granted, one of them was like, man, that's kind of, that's a lot. This is, that's a lot to do X, Y, and Z. Like, man, a whole half, what did he say? A half, what was it to be exact? He said, a half a year of wages. And the other one's like, well, here, look, I mean, there's a loaf here and some fish. I mean, what can we do? I mean, do we cut it up in little teeny pieces for everybody to eat? I'm just saying, it's hilarious to me because we do this on a daily basis. I've done it before, like, Lord, how am I gonna do this and how am I gonna do that? And it's, forgetting, not remembering the Lord that we serve is limitless. He has everything. We don't need anything but to tap into him, the source. Anyways, I'll keep reading my Bible, but I thought that was pretty funny. So I just want to encourage you guys. Let's encourage one another and let's do a challenge. For this whole week, let us not ask Lord, how are we going to do this? Or why did this happen? Let's just say, Lord, you are in charge. Lord, you see all things. Lord, I trust you. I seek you. I know you, and all will work out. So, anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that it was pretty funny. I'm still reading. I just thought it was hilarious that, he asked that question, like, but we do that. He'll ask us a question or put excuse me. Excuse me, but anyways, he would do something like that. So anyways, it was just funny. I just encourage you guys to do that. And if you are going to accept the challenge, hit me up in my inbox. Say, hey, I accept the challenge. And let's encourage one another that we are going to be okay no matter what. All right. Love you guys. Peace, blessings. Good night. The Lord is hilarious. Love you guys.